Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review. This time I got all 6 of the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Metallic Rangers. Each figure retailed for, I want to say, $27.99. However, currently you can get black, blue, yellow, and white from Hasbro Pulse in their clearance or outlet section rather. Uh, Black, blue, and yellow, I think were about 1790 something, and white was 2070 something. So, pretty decent deals on those. Pink and red I had to buy on the aftermarket, but that's fine with me because of how much money I saved on the other four. It pretty much evened out price wise. So, there's a lot to look at. A lot of accessories in these figures. I'll pan down real quick so you can see. Look at all those accessories. So many they don't even fit on screen. I'm going to start off very briefly with the packages. Now, I don't have Pink's. I had to get her loose, which is fine. But as you can see, each box has glitter on it in some capacity. You can see it shimmering. One thing to note is that White does not have any glitter on the top of his package, but every other character does. The render, I'm pretty sure, is just the same renders as the older figures, but they added, the transparent looking material to the renders. So there's a quick look at White's box. God, I hate glitter. Thankfully, there's no glitter on the figures. So far, none of it's like come off that I can tell. It does feel like it is glued in there pretty nicely. But, there you go. You can see White here with her glitter. And there's her render with the transparent plastic. Pretty sure that's the exact same one because it uses the old helmet sculpt. Just quickly looking over blues again. You can see the blue shimmering shiny on the top as well. And there's blues render that I'm pretty sure that uses the old helmet sculpt, but it's hard to tell. I think that's the new one. Looking at my other figure on the shelf. Anyway, it's hard to tell. The poses I'm pretty sure are the same though. Ugh. Oh god, I got glitter on my hands. Ugh. Alright, here's black. Black probably has the nicest because it's just, it doesn't show up as well on camera, but it's probably the nicest. I forgot to mention it is metallic on the label here as well. They each say Metallic Ranger. There's blacks. Alright, last one we got red here. Give you an idea, just shimmery, shiny. A little bit of shiny there. And the render, which it does use the new helmet. Okay. Ugh. God, my hands are just covered in crap. Ugh, yuck. Alright, so because there's so many accessories with these figures, I'm going to go from left to right with their head sculpts. So, red comes with Rocky's head, which is a brand new sculpt. Looks pretty decent. I think the hair's a little too bright, but otherwise pretty good. I'm not going to put these head sculpts on the figures. I just want to show them off. So there's his. Adams is a reuse from Zeo Green. Exact same head, no difference. Although mine looks like it's been glued up a little too high, so he's got more of a 5 head than a 4 head. I don't know. Next up here we got Billy. And I do think this looks a lot like him, but the big issue I have is just the expression on his face is just kind of strange. Like, I don't know why he's like just kind of like miffed. He's like, eh. That's the kind of face I get. It's like, eh. Put some glasses on him, he'd probably look a little better. Next up is Aisha. I want to say this is also used in the Scorpina 2-pack, but I can't remember. But still a good head sculpt nonetheless. Next up we have Cats, which I think is probably the best of the 6. Although when you do put it on the figure, you do see a little bit of the neck hinge, which kind of sucks. But it does have a brush on it, so it's got the darker color and then the brighter color brushed on. I do like that. And lastly, probably the worst of the 6 heads, we got Tommy. I just don't think this looks anything like him. Maybe for a comic book, Boom Comics Tommy, if you wanted to do that. But yeah, that's his head sculpt. All right, next up we're going to go over their effect pieces. Each one is for their specific weapons. So red comes with one of these pieces. We've seen it before. And it does look like there is kind of like a glittery metallic, I guess, effect going on in there. So there's that one. This one for black, which is a very light blue, but you know, you can see the sparkles in there. Next up is for regular blue, and his, I don't see any sparkly bits in there, but you can see the difference. This is much lighter than this one is. This one's kind of bordering on green, and obviously my background's probably not helping. But you know, you can stick that on through the big one or the small one. The small one, it's a bit more difficult. And since I'm here, he does come with the extended form and the separate form of his power lance. And it is like a shiny plastic. It's slightly translucent. It's not the solid one like the original figure. Yellow comes with her daggers, of course, and she only comes with one of these effect pieces. It's kind of lame. Pink over here, she comes with an arrow and one of these two colored arrows. It does have sparkles in it. I do like that. The pink also looks to be a little bit metallic on the tip here, so that's nice. And lastly, white. He comes with one of these axe effect pieces, which I'm not a big fan of. Good for, like, you know, having like explosions on the ground, but actually trying to put it on one of the figures, it's just not good. This one does have some shiny bits in it, kind of hard to make out. 7 minutes in, and I've barely even looked at the figures themselves. Let's go ahead and keep going on with the accessories. There's so many. So each one of these figures come with the Zeo crystal, and white comes with the completed one. So here's white. He comes with, as you can see, all 5 of the colors. And one thing to note, where did I put my UV light? There it is. These all glow in the dark. As you can see, those all glow in the dark, if I can. And there's too much light in this room. I turned off the lights, but I don't want to. But yeah, he comes with a completed Zeo crystal. And then pink comes with the pink one, of course, the circle. Yellow, of course, comes with the yellow one. The 2 lines. Blue comes with the triangle, as you can see. Black comes with the square. And of course, red comes with the star. So they basically put the Zeo crystals with their corresponding color rather than the corresponding person. So like, you know, pink, Catherine, that's hers. You know, yellow, I mean, that went to Tanya, but blue, his, obviously that went to Rocky, and Rocky's went to, it's complicated, it's dumb. Anyway, lastly, we got our hands. That's that. Thank God, we're almost done here. We're just on to the hands now. So, red and blue both come with a pair of fists. Plain and simple, just a pair of fists. Nothing surprising. Black here actually comes with some new hands, at least new to me. These are holding hands so that he can hold his power axe in its blaster form. Although mine is out of line for some reason. But he can just rest it in his hand now rather than having to, you know, firmly grasp it with both. So I do like this hand. That is new as far as I know, and only came with this figure. Again, I'm not sure. Yellow here, she comes with, you know, 2 holding hands, a karate chop hand, and one of these, I guess, blaster holding hands, kind of trigger finger holding hand. Pink comes with one of the fully open hands like that. She comes with a kind of pointy hand like this. Those are both on the figure. She comes with a left fist and a right karate chop. Finally, here we have white. He comes with a pair of fists. The other one is on the figure. And this one is molded in this color, which is different to the standard Ranger's color, as you can see. It's just a bit different. He comes with a left karate chop hand, and he comes with one holding hand on the right side. And accessory-wise, they also come with a blade blaster. except white, of course. That's all the accessories. 10 minutes in, got all the accessories out of the way. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figures themselves. Now, red and black have some bum ankles. They're very loose. Like they move very easy. I'm not even putting much force into this. But your mileage will vary. Your figure will vary. But yeah, all of the weapons are cast in a similar plastic, but not the same as the figure. They're kind of like a slightly translucent, opalescent type of deal going on here. Sword's painted nice. Power sword looks alright. Same thing on the other side. Pretty much the same. But here's a good look at Red's shiny, glittery plastic. The torso is a bit different to the rest. The torso is like a matte finish almost, whereas the rest of the limbs are more of like a candy cough drop consistency. Couldn't speak there. This does not use the pinless joints. I kind of wish it did, but whatever. This was the, I believe, second time we got the better Red Ranger helmet until we finally got the remastered figure that's just like, here you go, here's a good one. You can see I'm trying to keep him posed and his ankle's just not having it. But yeah, good figure. Same articulation as you'd expect in this line. Nothing new. Oh, and it does have the molded logo for the Tyrannosaurus. Next up, we got black. Black's always been my favorite suit, so getting this figure was fun. Let me move this out of the way so you can get a good look at the, the shiny metallic armor, right? One thing I want to point out is that his color is almost a gray. It's not quite black, but it makes sense. But they could have easily made this black, but black transparent plastic is not easy to make. It usually turns out dark gray, but this looks fine. I like it. It's not a big deal. And yes, he does have the Mastodon coin there. Same articulation, no double joints, of course. And this does use the newer helmet. And it doesn't have the lines painted on the front, which is how the metallic armor was in the show. So there's black. Trying to get him to stand. He'll probably fall over. Here's blue, which is probably my favorite. I just think it showcases the glitter. Yep, see, I told you he'd fall. It shows the glitter of the... It shows the shininess the most. The blue it pops really well with, and on camera it's not really done justice. Again, same thing, same accessories. You can see that he has the Triceratops coin there. I actually did buy one of these from Hasbro Pulse, and they sent me one with a mismolded foot and the Mastodon logo. So if you have any custom ideas for a metallic Blue Ranger, let me know. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. Right now it's just in the box. But there's blue. Here's yellow. She does have the single jointed elbows and no bicep swivel. Lame. But, Triceratops, or not Triceratops, saber-toothed tiger coin. The helmet as well. Looks good. Nothing to complain about. This one, I'm not sure I'm feeling this color. On camera it's a little bit green because of my background, but that gives you a better idea of the yellow color on it. Yeah, looks pretty good. And then, come on, stand up, you. And then pink over here. She was the first one I got, the first one that was released. And one thing to note is that the metallic white color is actually more yellow on pink than it is on the rest of the team, which does suck. And she does use the first draft of the helmet that they made for this figure, which again also sucks, but not much you can do about it. It's not like there was a Pink Ranger replacement helmet program. Oh well. The pink metallic plastic looks good though. I do like it. And then lastly, we will get white in here. So here's metallic white. And his white plastic is, the metallic part, whereas the rest of him is just a nice shiny gold color. I do like that. It is very bright gold compared to the original release figure that was more of a bronze gold. But yeah, it's the same exact figure, just with some metallic looks. If you still need a White Ranger, I think this one's a fine stand-in. I don't expect people to pay over $100 for the original White Ranger figure. Thankfully, I didn't. But I wanted to do a quick comparison of the two, and it's hard to tell, but the helmet sculpts are actually different. They're ever so slightly different. They're not the exact same. I don't know why they decided to make a new mold for the white helmet. I guess they decided to update all the helmets and we're just like, all right, do whites as well. I can definitely tell in person because the shaping of the white eyes above the visor is just ever so slightly curved downwards on this one. But yeah, yeah, it's definitely a different sculpt. It's just very hard to tell. Like it's something you wouldn't even notice, but it is appreciated. It's probably more accurate, the left one, even though I probably like the right one more. But yeah, that just gives you an idea on the gold colors and etc. So, speaking of comparisons, let me grab the Pink Ranger here so you can see, the old helmet and the new helmet, night and day. All right, so we got all of the those comparisons out of the way. So let's go ahead and do the rest of the comparisons once I get my ruler here. So starting off with red, he is just over 6. Black, same. And then blue, he's about the same as well. And white is like just a hair above 6. He's shorter than the other 3. And he's not even on camera. It's kind of hard keeping 6 figures on camera like this, let me tell you. I try to get them closer together, but with black and red having the bum ankles, I don't want to have them fall over. And then yellow and pink. Pink is just slightly shorter. Yellow is 5 3/4. Pink is just under 5 3/4. If I can get my ruler back in my spot, there we go. All right, let me pull back the camera so we can do some size comparisons. So let's go ahead and start off with some other 6-inch scale lines. But Lightning Collection, we got Dino Thunder Black, sticking him there. Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. If I can get him in frame. I swear, all of my Lightning Collection figures have something wrong with their feet. I don't get it. And here is the G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. And we have our Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett. Trying to get them all just sandwiched in there. It's difficult. 6-inch lines. Let's go into our 7-inch lines. We have our wrestlers. So we got AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe. The Hasbro Mattel Elite 100 John Cena. Halo Collection Spartan Yoroi. Ugh, this table is getting full. We have the McFarlane Toys Gold Label Batman Arkham City figure and the Build-A-Figure Atrocitus. So that's the Metallic Rangers. They're pretty good. White Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, and Yellow Ranger are all at Hasbro Pulse, all on sale for a pretty good price. I would recommend picking up those 4. Mainly Metallic Blue and Metallic White if you can't find Remastered Blue or an original White Ranger figure. Red and Pink are no longer on Hasbro Pulse, so good luck finding those 2. I think I got pretty lucky on eBay myself, so just watch out for those 2 on eBay, third-party sellers, local toy shops even. Do you really need the Metallic Rangers in your collection, though? I can't answer that for everybody. I originally wasn't going to pick up any of these figures, but I saw a Metallic Pink on eBay for a fantastic price. She came with the original Pink Ranger as well, so I got Pink, and then I bought these 4 on Pulse, and then Red I got on an eBay bid, thankfully. So I completed this team rather quickly, and I was not expecting to ever do that. But you know what? I am glad to have them. They all look pretty good, and I think it was worth it currently. But I definitely would recommend getting metallic blue and white. I think they're both the best and the ones that are probably the hardest to acquire. One thing before I go, I wanted to see how these all look under a black light. Okay, it doesn't... let me try the turning off this light as well. Alright, there you go. You can kind of see how they look under a black light. It's not picking up on camera very easily, but just gives you an idea on how it glows. But there you go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you picked up any of the metallic rangers or if you are going to pick up any of them. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.